Binance. What do you know about it? The biggest crypto exchange with a stellar CZ at the head. So we associate Binance with the only island of reliability among the other CEXs, like the monopolist that meets all regulatory requirements, the unsinkable, right? But what if Binance is not as reliable as it seems? Sun Tzu said, if you're weak, pretend to be strong. And maybe that's what Binance is doing right now. So intrigued? Then watch this video until the end and we'll find out why Binance was dubbed a black box and how likely it is to collapse after FTX. In its recent report, Reuters called Binance a black box. So why is that? Well, I must admit they did a great work analyzing like everything. But let's start off with some facts. First of all, the company refuses to disclose its location. Binance is not required to publish detailed financial statements because it is not a public company. So no financial information is disclosed. Plus, there is no confirmation of reserves from Binance, although there are high risks associated with clients' margin trading. And lastly, what role does BNB play in a company's balance sheet? CZ itself added fuel to fire by approving a plan to isolate the company from US regulators through the creation of Binance US. However, Binance openly shows its 14 jurisdictions, several states of European Union, Dubai, Canada. So this means it's not all bad, isn't it? On the other hand, the documents show that Binance has provided scant information about its activities. For example, what is the cash flow between the Binance divisions and the backbone, like Binance.com? Some divisions of Binance show meager activity. Former regulators and ex-Binance executives say these local businesses serve as window dressing for the main unregulated exchange. They are co-opting the nomenclature of regulation to create a veneer of legitimacy, said John Reed Stark, a former chief of US Securities and Exchange Commission's Office of Internet Enforcement. Stark said Binance's operations were more opaque even than those of FTX. There is absolutely no transparency, no sunlight, no confirmation of any kind about its financial position. But Binance Chief Strategy Officer Patrick Hillman, well, we see this name quite often in this video. So he said the Reuters analysis of the unit's filings in the 14 jurisdictions was categorically false. The amount of corporate and financial information that has to be disclosed to regulators in those markets is just immense. And it often requires a 6-month-long disclosure process, he added. We are a private company and not required to publicize our corporate finances, he continued, comparing the exchange to, well, privately held firms such as US candy maker Mars. Well, however, Mars actually responded to that, saying it's just absurd to compare its corporate governance and financial reporting requirements with Binance's, adding that its goods and services are actually highly regulated. The recent spike in Binance outflows has been attributed by analysts to concerns over a previous investigation. The exchange has also suspended the withdrawal of some crypto tokens. On Friday, Binance's efforts to reassure investors were set back when Mazars, whom it had hired to verify its reserves, suspended all operations for crypto firms. Binance has said it has over 120 million users. CZ also said its trading value totaled $34 trillion in 2021. And also, he told an interviewer last month that about 19% of Binance's revenues depend on crypto trading. The company is profitable and has fairly large cash reserves, he added. According to PitchBook data, Binance has made over 150 venture investments totaling $1.9 billion since 2018. CZ also created a $1 billion fund to invest in struggling crypto companies after the fall of FTX. Binance charges fees of up to 0.1% on spot trades, with a more complex fee structure for derivatives. On spot trading volume of $4.6 trillion in the year to October, Binance may have earned revenue of up to $4.6 billion, Reuters calculated based on data from researcher CryptoCompare. Charging fees of up to 0.04% of its derivatives volume of $16 trillion, Binance may have earned revenues of up to $6.4 billion. John Todera, a senior analyst covering crypto and blockchain firms at US investment banks and asset manager Needham & Company, and also Joseph Edwards, an independent investment consultant, said the Reuters calculations appear to be in the right range. So Binance's promotions such as zero-fee trading and other discounts may mean the revenues were lower, Edwards said. However, Binance's Hillman did not comment on the Reuters estimates. The vast majority of our revenue is made on transaction fees, he said, adding that the exchange has been able to accumulate large corporate reserves by keeping expenses down. Binance's capital structure is debt-free, and the company keeps its money made from fees separate from the assets it buys and holds for users, Hillman said. He also added that Binance has very well capitalized insurance funds to cover the deficit. Well, Hillman did not provide specifics, and Reuters could not independently verify all of his statements. But do you believe this guy? So when asked about the scale of any losses at the exchange this year, Hillman said Binance's risk department manages what is one of the industry's most risk-averse programs. This protects our users and our platform. CZ echoes the strict culture of secrecy that he has enforced throughout his company's rise. Even Binance's former chief financial officer, Wei Zhao, didn't have access to company's full accounts during his 3-year tenure, according to 2 people who worked with him. Zhao, who left last year, did not respond to requests for comment. CZ and other executives have consistently declined to publicly identify which entity controls the main exchange. But in a private court submission filed in 2020 in an arbitration case in the Cayman Islands, Chief Compliance Officer Samuel Lim said it is owned and operated by a Cayman Island company, Binance Holding Limited. This year, Binance has won licenses or approvals from authorities in, nice locations, including France, Spain, Italy, and Dubai. CZ just lauded these advances, saying in May that Binance's registration as a crypto service provider in Italy would allow it to operate in full transparency. Yet, none of the units registered with local regulators provide a clear window into the main Binance exchange. Reuters asked authorities in all 14 jurisdictions about their oversight of Binance's local units. On the 8 that responded, 6 in Spain, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, France, and Lithuania told Reuters their role did not involve supervising the main exchange, and also said the unions were only required to meet local requirements on reporting suspicious transactions. Many crypto exchanges, including Binance competitors like Huobi and OKX, operate from offshore locations such as Seychelles, as did Bahamas-based FTX. So standards on corporate transparency and financial reporting are, typically looser in such jurisdictions than, in comparison with the US, for example. It's really day and night, said Mark Palmer, head of digital assets research at US financial services firm BTIG, when speaking about the difference between disclosures by a listed company and other offshore exchanges. Binance's Hillman, in response to a comparison with Coinbase's earning report, stated Coinbase is a publicly traded company and it is required to share that information with investors. Whereas we are a private company and do not have public investors to whom we are beholden. The main reason to go public is to raise money. But as Binance doesn't need to raise money, there is no need to go public at this time. Reuters could not determine if Binance or Zhao also own any market-making firms that operate on its platform, well, like on FTX. As part of commitment to transparency, Binance last month published on its website a snapshot of its holdings of 6 major tokens and also promised to share a complete set of data at an unspecified future date. Data firm Nansen said the holdings worth around $70 billion at the time of November 10th snapshot had fallen to $54.7 billion by December 17 after withdrawals in price fluctuation. So 2 stablecoins that are pegged to the dollar, Binance's BUSD and market leader Tether, accounted for almost half of its holdings. Around 9% of the assets were in BNB, its in-house token, which Binance actually itself has issued. After FTX collapse, CZ said audits of crypto exchanges were not guaranteed to prevent bankruptcies. More audits are really good, but I'm not sure if they would prevent this particular case. Binance hired accounting firm Mazars to check Binance's BTC holdings. So in a December 7 report, Mazars found that Binance's Bitcoin assets exceeded its customer Bitcoin liabilities. Shortly after, Mazars actually deleted the webpage containing the report. Its communication director, Josh Walters, said it had paused its proof of reserve checks for crypto firms due to concerns regarding the way these reports are actually understood by the public. Well, if only I could say it's nothing serious, but there are facts that I cannot dispute. So if Binance crashes, I think the entire crypto industry will, and it's kind of creepy. But do you have that awkward feeling that the worst is yet to come? Well, I hope it won't be Binance collapse. Yeah, but today the old saying, not your keys, not your money, well, sounds never better. So stay safe and preferably decentralized. And besides, what do you think about Binance? Should we hold funds in there? Just share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave some likes, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next videos.